Welcome to the 3D Ghost universe, a place dedicated to 3D creation and 3D printing. In this video, I will talk about Paint 3D, the new version of the classical Paint from Microsoft. If you don't find it on your computer, you just have to launch the Microsoft Store and you will be able to download it for free. When you launch Paint 3D, you will have access to this welcome screen with the classical new open and paste, and with an access to the latest 3D collection. This is a 3D library and some videos about what is new in Paint 3D. So let's open a new canvas. I will not talk a lot about this because you have to know that this is a background and this is classical paint. You can do what you want, you can change the color, you can do a classical drawing. The view of the software is really classic. You have the select mode, you have the crop. If you want to decide to change the size of the background, for example, you can choose at the right side of your screen a framing. But you can do it by yourself if you want a custom made. Okay, a magic selection. Just imagine that the background, well, the PNG, it will do a magic selection about what you can take right here. As you can see, it's not so magical because it's just a test with a brush coming from Paint 3D, and the exact result is not really here. It's quite random, so I think that magical selection is not really the best point about Paint 3D. Go back, cancel, I don't care about all that. So I will create a new canvas. After the brushes, you have the 2D shapes. Once again, it's really classical. You can create shapes. Okay, undo. The best part for me is about 3D shapes. This is exactly the same concept. You can create shape, but this time you will create 3D object. As you can see, you can move them, rotate, and then we can talk about 3D. And if you want to have a 3D view, it's simple, it's just right here. Here you can see your object. So if I go back to 2D shapes, I will create a cube, 3D view. Okay, as you can see, the 2D shape is in the background, or you can put it on your 3D shape. Have a little fun. Bam. It's now a stamp. Okay, the first cool thing is that you can create 3D shapes and then add 2D shapes with a stamp. Okay, let's go back to the 3D shape. Of course, you have ball and a lot of things. After creating a shape, you have access to a little options like the color, like the rotation, the mirror, a mirror on the ball. It's not easy to see anything, so maybe we will change it. Okay, we create a tube. All right. You have the point. So you can create shapes, of course. After creating them, you can select them and move them or delete them. Okay. What is fun about 3D, Paint 3D is the fact that you can have some models. For example, you can have this guy. Like always, you can edit the color. Okay. If you want to keep it, you can select it. Change the size. It's okay for me. 3D shape. Now I can have a woman, a dog, and it's a real 3D object. A real 3D object that you will be able to decorate maybe if you want to paint on it. You just have to go to the brushes, 3D view, and maybe you want to create black eyes on this dog. Nose. Okay, you still have your 3D object, and now you add some colors, some materials, we will say, on the dog. So you have the automatic shapes, but you also have the possibility to create some tubes, some form that you will personalize, that you will, I don't know the word in English, some form that you can create with tubes. For example, a round tube with, I can change the thickness, I can change the shape. Okay, as you can see, it's a 3D object. Before the validation, I can move and grab, oh, that's not the easy part. I can move, or I can add a new shape. And if I'm okay, yes, you can change the tube path. That's already what we have done. After that, I can validate, and now it's formed a new mesh. It's a new object. After my validation, I can resize it, I can change the orientation, but I will not be able to change the path of the tube. So be careful before your validation. I want to create a star, blue one. Okay, it's a star tube. I don't want to change anything, it's perfect. Okay. I can put it everywhere I want. I can change the shape. Okay, as you can see, we have a lot of 3D meshes that we created. Other 3D doodles are creation with soft edge or with hard edge. Soft edge will, for example, if you want to create this star by yourself, you just have to draw. Yeah, it's horrible, I'm sorry. It's really, really horrible. I will change it and I will try to create something. No. Okay, thank you. Maybe I will try to create a round thing. It's okay for me. I will create a new one. And I can have a rotation, 3D view, middle mouse button to change the orientation. And now, as you can see, I can change on the y-axis in order to maybe put this right here in order to have what we can say will be an eye. No, it's ugly, so I will stay with the round shape. Okay, second eye. I'm happy with that. He is very ugly, so he's not really happy. Okay, 3D view. Select this. Okay. I want to select this one now. 3D view. Okay. The right button. The middle button. Okay. So I create a new shape, but as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 meshes. Why I'm talking about this? That simply because you can export the shape that you want. So it's not really easy to export in Paint 3D, because if I'm exporting right now this scene, I will have everything: the man, the woman, the dog, the face, and the background. So we will talk about exporting later. And you can work with sharp edge. Now, as you can see, I will have more shape of a brick, not a round piece, more a brick. So only with those options, the 3D doodles and the 3D object and some of the models, you can have a lot of fun. Another cool option in Paint 3D that it's also existing in 3D Builder is the sticker option to add some texture or some already existing sticker, or you can create your own and load it. It's easy, no problem about it. If we talk about texture, maybe we will talk again about the concrete texture. I can add it. I can add it to the back. I go to 3D view, or I can add it to something that I create in 3D. You can see right now, I can use the stamp option to put the texture on the object. Only on the visible part, of course. So I can add the texture, I can add sticker, once again, on the background, or quickly on a 3D shape that we created. Once again, it's easy and it could be fun. So I will clean all that and I will try to show the text option. 2D, okay, boring. 3D, I will change the size, the font. Hi. Okay, I will change the color. Pink. Okay for pink. And now I have really easy to create 3D letters that once again you will be able to export in order to put it on a video, on a photography, wherever you want. We'll talk about this by the end of the video. Okay, various effects. So the effects are for the scene. An effect of light. But as you can see, you always have the background, the 2D background, the canvas for the background. So if you don't want to feel, if you don't need that, you just have to go to canvas and made it a transparent one. And then you have access to the effect. You can see the size of your scene and you can see the effect. And it's very good for exporting because you will be able to use a filter and you will be able to create a scene with a various light, and it could be fun. If you like this video, don't miss part 2 about exporting.